Luka, a lot of you guys told us like what you needed to do after game one, and it seems like you did that with the physicality and the effort on defense. Is there anything execution-wise that stood out to you on that end?
Are you talking about defense or offense?
Yeah, defense.
No, we did the same game plan. We didn't really change much. It was just the question of if we're going to be more physical or not, and I think we showed that. And we were there for 48 minutes. And we got big enough first quarter. I learned from the last game, and we just stick to it.
You of course have experience with Minnesota from last year. You know what it's like as they go throughout a series. Playing in that building? How do you feel like that energy is going to be as you go there 1-to-1?
Oh, it's going to be high. I remember that. They have amazing fans, and they're very loud. So from the first moment, they're going to make at some point. They're going to make a run, but we got to stay together. It's us against the whole arena, so it's going to be very tough. I experienced that, and it wasn't easy. So we got to stay together no matter what.
Luka, they cut it to 11 in the third. You guys were able to push it right back. I think a 10-2 run. Then they got it to 9 in the fourth. Again, able to hold them off. What were those moments like for your group? How do you feel like you leaned on one another to make sure that it didn't get any closer?
Yeah, I mean, they have a great team, so at some point they're going to make a run. Just no matter how we responded. We responded by being who we are, and I think, like I said, I think we responded very well. And from on, I mean, to win a game, scoring 13 points in the fourth quarter, it's not easy. It was from defense and then going on from there.
It seemed like the team as a whole did better with getting deeper into the paint, and that kind of helped get Minnesota into rotation. The kickouts were there. You kind of led the charge in that. Was that a talking point over the last couple of days, and how much was that emphasized coming into tonight?
I think when we touch the paint, a lot of great things happen. Gets them in the blender, and we just gotta do that more. Obviously we talk about it. Gotta touch the paint no matter what. So that's what we're trying to do more, and I think we can still do a lot more than that.
Hey, Luka. You obviously played a lot of playoff games before you even got to the NBA, but now that you've had enough NBA playoff games under your belt, what have you sort of learned about when to stay calm and still versus when to really panic, or not you ever panic, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, obviously not panic, but as me and Braun, leaders of the team, we got to keep the team together. Like I said, going into to Minnesota is going to be a war. The fans are going to be cheering like crazy. So no matter what, we can't panic. We got to stay together, and that's on me and Braun to keep the team together.
Luka, you guys only had 15 assists as a team in game one, 23 tonight. You, LeBron, and AR each had 5 or more. What did you see in terms of just the ball movement, the playmaking, and just the way that you guys were organized offensively? JJ had mentioned that as a big thing.
Yeah, I think like when he asked me about the paint, when we touch the paint, it's a lot of openings, and like I said, we got to do that more. And I think we shared the ball great today, and we got to keep doing that.
Luka, vimos esa energía, qué tan físicos fueron en el primer cuarto, incluso la energía de la gente, tu celebración. ¿Qué mensaje se mandó desde el inicio imponiendo ese ritmo de lo que es esta serie?
Sí, hemos empezado bien los dos partidos. En el primero no continuamos bien, pero creo que hoy hacemos un buen esfuerzo para estar en el partido. Hemos jugado muy duro, 48 minutos, y eso tenemos que seguir haciendo. Y bueno, la gente estuvo en el partido y eso lo agradezco mucho.
Luka, buenas noches. Primero que nada, felicitarte por la victoria. Ahora es ganar el próximo jueves por allá en Minnesota, arrebatarles ese juego que les arrebataron aquí en Los Ángeles, ¿verdad?
Sí, queremos jugar, ganar todos los partidos que podamos. Como hemos hablado, va a ser muy duro ahí. He jugado ahí, sé cómo es y va a ser muy duro. Tenemos que estar juntos todos los 48 minutos.
Luka, tu experiencia en playoffs contra el equipo de Minnesota después de todos los juegos que has tenido contra ellos, como que ya te conocen, pero como que tú también los conoces a ellos, entonces se convierte en una lucha muy difícil para ti, pero también para ellos.
Sí, bueno, como hemos visto hoy, ha sido muy duro todo el partido de ambos equipos, pero ir ahí, como he dicho antes, es muy difícil jugar ahí. Tenemos que estar juntos, y no soy solo yo, es todo el equipo, tenemos que estar juntos.
Hey, Luka, over here to your right. Right after the trade this year, you watched this team play a couple games, and it was at the stretch of the season where they're kind of like defensive-minded, sell out for every possession sort of mentality was really being forged. Do you remember when you saw guys like LeBron and Doe, but like Vanderbilt and Goodwin kind of flying around? Do you remember thinking about how hard the team you were joining was playing, and how valuable do you think that experience was tonight in a series where you're going to have to play that way?
Yeah, I think they were playing like that the way we play today. And I remember that we went on a 7 or 8 game-winning streak. We were playing this kind of defense, and when we play this kind of defense for 48 minutes, I mean, it gives us a really good chance to win.
And Luka, just to follow up on that defense in the fourth quarter tonight, when they cut it to 9, Ant's dribbling down, and LeBron comes up and steals it. What did that kind of tell you about his effort and defensively?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great play. They were on a run, and he made a great play. He made a winning play, and that's what I really appreciate of him.
Thanks, Luka.
Oh, thank you. Like that. 9 assists better.